Good morning, Vietnam. How've you been, everyone? So, today, I'm gonna try the following two things, at least. Number one, finish up the boss fight with Lady Butterfly. The asshole that she is. And then after I do that, hopefully not too long after, or not, I won't take too long to do, I'll try and get control under control, haha. So that I can, hopefully, play the game without any issues, because I've done a bit of testing without streaming it, and the game worked fine. I didn't stream it, but I did record it, and the recording was okay, so in theory, at least, after the encoding, of the video, I mean, if I don't record the gameplay for it, I think, at least in theory, the usage should be the same as when I am recording and not streaming. At least that's my theory for the time being, and I hope I am correct in my assessment. And if not, then I guess I can either play a bit more of Sekiro, or I can try a bunch of other games I'm curious about playing. One of them is Blueprints, I think it's called, which is a puzzle game. I don't know how well I'll be able to stream while doing puzzles and trying to be competent at them without wasting too much time, but I've heard some good things about the game. Seemingly it's a bit annoying after a while, because it's a bit random in what you can do every day in the game. I don't know exactly how the game works, but seemingly it does get a bit annoying because it's a bit reliant in random chance. But hopefully nothing too annoying for me, at least. I'm usually, again, not terribly easy to annoy. And if that doesn't pan out, I have another game called Post Trauma, which seems is a bit of a horror game. And while I've seen criticisms about the later stages of the game, seemingly the starting bit's very good. So it's good for my stream, just in case, I don't keep streaming it. I know I'll be getting the good bits first. Also, since I'm gonna take my chances now that it's nice and quiet in my chat, to actually get my shit together and fight the boss properly and beat her, hopefully, before anyone comes along and starts. I mean, I don't want it to sound mean, but distracting me in a way. It's not an unneeded or unwanted distraction, but it is a counterproductive distraction for sure. Oh, fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna engage quiet mode and hopefully ramp up my consistency a bit. Not gonna complain, not yet at least, but I could complain right now about that grab. But yeah, I'm gonna go quiet. I think it's gonna be easier when I don't... it's just, the more I stay quiet through continued boss engagements or through continued attempts, the easier it is for me to stay quiet, which is an issue for the most part when I'm trying to entertain someone that I speak in between boss fight attempts, and then, I lose my concentration. I need to build it up over several attempts. I mean, I felt like, at least yesterday, that's what was going on there. Okay. Oh, fuck. I bumped my toe on my chair. My foot slipped. And it hurt a bit, but not too long, not too much, I mean. Shit. Aún era solo un cachorro. In case you haven't noticed, I've switched my... Hey Victor, I've switched my VA to Spanish now. As I promised yesterday. Got a lot of ATC from MSFS, Microsoft Flight Simulator, telling you to go from 26,000 feet to 3,200 feet in just 14 nautical miles. I would pretend I'm well acquainted with imperial measures, but man, even after working in an industry that requires you to know or to use, mostly imperial system, it's impressive how bad I am at getting the general gist of distance. Anyway, how you been? No, actually, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm trying to get this done in a relative short time. But I will read your messages even if I don't answer. So tell me how you've been anyway, and then I'll respond when I have a bit of time. I think I'm gonna be able to do that at least. Nope. Damn it. Alright. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get a couple more gourd seeds, at least if I try. Increíble, muchacho. You managed to drill some holes for the wall. Oh, that's good. I mean, I assume you know this, but you can buy stud finders. Ah, shit. Well, not stud finders. Some magnetic. I don't know how it's called in English or Spanish actually. But you know, the magnetic detector for piping, and if the pipes are metal, I don't know what plumbing is made out of in Brazil, but here I'm pretty sure it's metal. You can figure out their position by just putting it close to the wall. So if you're afraid of doing that at any other point, you can buy one of those. Everything's made out of PVC. I think there's supersonic ones as well that measure through a supersonic sound. Whoa. But if you're renting, shouldn't your landlord do that though? Like, shouldn't you be able to ask, hey landlord, can you either get someone to drill a hole here, or can you do it yourself? Can I get your permission, or you know, elsewise? Or maybe... Oh. Give me the, you know, tell me where the main PVC tubing is located, well, where the main piping systems are, I guess. He said yes, alright then. Shouldn't be a problem. But hey, you should probably have the house's blueprints, so you should be able to know where the plumbing systems are moving through. And gas. I would be far more worried about gas than plumbing when drilling into a wall. No, damn it. Alright, not too bad. 3 healing charges left. I'm gonna use one as soon as I get this bitch dealt with. This one life at least. There you go. Now heal it. And see how the cookie crumbles. Increíble, muchacho. Oh, that grab is super punishing when you dodge too early. It sucks. Nope, shit. Empieza la diversión, muchacho. How about myself? Well, I'm good. Finished the stream yesterday. This morning I saw... Actually, I'll tell you about this later if you don't mind. I'm a bit invested currently. God, like half my health seems like a bit much. No, fuck. Stop looking at chat mid-fight. Stop chatting mid-fight then, why don't you? This is a two-sides issue. Two can fight if one doesn't want to. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna actually, you know, so I can tell you about this stuff. I'm gonna go search for another gourd seed and maybe proceed in a different area. Because, you know, I don't want to play this game for too little either. And so I, you know, yesterday I finished the stream. I felt decent about the ending. I don't know if you enjoyed the last bits of the stream. I was really grasping at straws for shit to do, because, you know, once you spend too much, like once you do or start doing a crescendo of like being annoying or being annoyed, you can't really drop the crescendo without anything happening. And as nothing was happening because I wasn't beating the damn fight, you know, I came up with the idea of just cutting it short, which was probably for the better, for both my own health and sanity. And then you know, went to bed, and this morning, as I was saying, and this is a my interest thing, which you probably won't be much caring for, but I loved it. I saw Ethan Klein. I don't know if you know who that is. H3 Productions. They used to be pretty big in YouTube back in the day. Brought in Sam Cedar, who is a political spokesperson, not spokesperson, just a political showrunner, a political guy. Makes a show, has been making a show for the longest time, and he brought him in expecting him to agree with him on the position of, I mean, he's a staunch pro-Palestine, anti. Well, nominally pro-Palestine, practically super anti-Palestine, pro-Israel Zionist. And he brought Sam Cedar in because he wants to be validated. And since Sam Cedar is a Jewish person, he thought he could, he would agree with him on his insane fucking takes on the Palestinian genocide. And I expected, Sam Cedar is a very, nice person. He's super well-spoken, super soft, treats people super neatly and, super nicely, and I expected him not to antagonize him a lot, even though he was gonna say some horrible shit. But no, actually, he went full send against him, and it healed my soul beautifully. And I'm pretty happy about it now. It was good to see this man who's been on a fucking tirade for 2 years now, supporting Israel and its genocide on the Gaza Strip. Get his ass handed to himself by this incredible man that I respect an immense amount. I mean, I believe Sam Cedar actually, you know what, if someone asked to get into like more lefty type politics, I'd recommend Sam Cedar, even though I'm not in complete agreement with him, because he's just so good at speaking and putting things simply and being an extremely good, communicator. La ira de un hombre que no sé qué los asesina cuando reclamaron estas tierras. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lady Butterfly is supposed to be fought at a later date, because this is my first time, there we go. Got the link? Oh, I'll send you the link if you want. It's a very long combo, it's like an hour long. I might, at some point, try and react to some political stuff, because I feel like I get funny also when I speak about this stuff. Because yesterday I was chirping non-stop about or not yesterday, today, this morning I was chirping non-stop about the sneaky fucking things that one of them, or that Ethan tried to do, to try and get his looks to look better than they are. And the way in which Sam Cedar just caught him up and, just blocked every single one of his attempts at deflecting and sneaking his way out of being confronted. It was just, beautiful, beautiful stuff, truly. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm pretty sure Lady Butterfly is just not meant to be fought at this stage, because look at me. Come on now. First try, reading chat, speaking, yapping. Spotless execution, if I dare say. Gyobu Oniwa, there we go. Mechanical barrel, there we go. Prosthetic tool upgrades, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's the juice. That's the juice, alright. And so yeah, I'll give you the link. If I forget, remind me after I switch games, because I'm not sure if I have it on hand right now, and I gotta like pick the moment the debate. Also, I probably should be listening to this stuff, because it's interesting. No tenéis nombre.
Todos moréis sin nombre y sin nadie que os llore. Sin embargo, vuestro brazo izquierdo, una prótesis shinobi, me recuerda a... Eso es, un lobo sin pata. Me gusta.
Un lobo sin pata.
Sekiro.
Sekiro. Oh, he does the pronunciation differently.
Soy el Tengu de Ashina. Venid, Sekiro. ¿Os apetece cazar ratas conmigo?
¿Qué?
Se han colado unas ratas en Ashina. Se ve que creen que esto es suyo. Hay toda clase de ratas por ahí. Y hay que acabar con ellas. ¡Hasta la última! Parece que tenéis talento para matar. Permitidme que os ayude a afinarlo. ¿Qué decís, Sekiro? ¿Cazaréis ratas conmigo?
Yeah, sure.
De acuerdo.
De acuerdo. Oh, he's got an insanely deep voice in Spanish. De acuerdo. A description of the rats that have snuck into Ashina speak to the Tengu again, once the rats are dealt with. Assassins from Senpo temples, short stature, wear bamboo hats. A number of rats are looking about last seen around Ashina Castle.
Debe morir. Encargaos y os daré algo útil para vuestras futuras batallas.
I'm honestly not that mad about the. Hold on, let me turn it a bit up. Voice. I think 10 should be good. Because I'm not terribly annoyed about it, to be honest. It's pretty alright. You've completely forgot the word muchacho exists, and now you will forever call me that. Alright, I'm not. I don't dislike muchacho as a term. It's a, it's like a respectful, but respectful way to call a younger person that isn't. It's a bit of an older term, I guess. Now it's used with a bit of, if you want to be a bit poetic, maybe. But it is a good word. I love how, you can probably not tell this, but he's speaking in a... I don't know if old Spanish would be the exact term, but he is speaking...
Entonces ese maldito Gyobu está muerto, ¿verdad? Pero eso no cambia las cosas. Habrá más guerras y más cadáveres, y el odio encarnecido correrá libre. ¿A dónde va todo ese odio? ¿Nunca os lo habéis preguntado?
No.
Supongo que no.
Por eso os compadezco.
Igual que a él.
Igual que a él. Ah, this is lovely. This is a lovely old lady. Okay. Where were the rats, though? Were they back here, or were they further up down the road? Oh, no, wait. Hold on. I think they were at the other side, maybe. There should also be... Oh, there was a shopkeep here, no? And a bonfire. Or Buddha idol. My type? What do you mean, my type? I'm a young boy? Ooh. I'll take that. I'll take that, alright. Maybe I need a dragon's blood droplet so I can progress this story a bit. So I'll buy it with a light or heavy coin purse. And then also I'll purchase a Robert's fire... Oh, shit. Robert's firecrackers, sure. Wait, I have a gourd seed. Okay, I guess I have to redeem it now. So, gonna sell this fistful of ashes, or these, because I never use them. And I need a bit of coin right now. Ah, wait, no, this is for buying the gourd seed. Okay, I have 101. Let me try and see if I can buy. I could buy, so I'd have 400, and then I actually do use a bit of oil, so I'm not gonna use too much of that. Alright, well, I guess I... Oh, yeah, that's right. I also need to... I actually miss upgrading weapons. I would like it for the weapons to retain less upgrades throughout NG and NG+, to be honest, because I really enjoy the feeling of improvement that you get from that. Okay, so... Where's the bonfire, though? Shouldn't there be one around here? I'm confused. Ah, wait, it might just be in the middle. Ah, yeah, I think it was just supposed to spawn in the middle of the boss arena or at the gates. And oh yeah, I need to enhance. Such as this. Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. Or I think it was called that. Grappling hook, attack, sure. I've noticed myself needing to use it now during this boss fight, so hopefully I'll get a chance to. Oh, by the way, since... Okay, now no one's sleeping yet, so let me show you what I wanted to show you yesterday that I bought a while ago. Honestly, never gotten much of a chance to use it, but it's an old instrument used by the ancient masters. They say a trained enough player of it, user of it, I guess, would be able to entertain a crowd for hours on end by just, you know, his own wit. So check this out. I bought a whistle. I didn't buy it. I just found it on the bottom of my, under a bunch of shit on my the bottom floor of my house, and I think I need to use it sparingly, but I think when timed properly, it can be some of the funniest fucking shit ever. It is a classic. I mean, isn't it? Do it again? Alright. But it is loud, so I'm gonna try and use it only when it's a bit less, a bit sooner in the day, not that late, because I don't want to wake anyone up. I'm gonna try also and learn how to use it a bit quieter, so I can maybe bust it out and not, have the entire neighborhood know. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't know how to implement it yet, but I'm sure I can come up with bits that are funny. Because, I like some self-aware, super schlocky, hackneyed humor, as you probably can tell by this point. And boy, this is right up my alley. I was so happy to have found this thing. So, I'll try and see how to implement it. Alright, well, now I'm equipped and leveled. And so I'm gonna proceed a bit further along the road and then go back to Lady What's-Her-Face and absolutely fucking Shrek her ass, now that I'm powerful and leveled. Where was the...
La enfermedad de Ishin parece ser grave de verdad.
No creo que Ashina...
Michael? I don't know where he is.
Ni siquiera con el apoyo de Genichiro. ¿Y la otra misión?
El sombrero negro está peleando como loco en el lado que da al Valle de la Serpiente.
Pues nos encaminaremos hacia allí. pero sin bajar la guardia. El tejón de los sombreros negros no caerá sin pelear.
Man, these are like classic Spanish VAs. I guess they hired the good shit instead of random, like, inexperienced. I mean, this is a high. This is a pretty. This is a pretty high budget game, so they could afford to do that. Yoo-hoo. Oh, all right. Do you get movies with translation in Brazil, or is it? Because I know Spain has a long history of translating pretty much or dubbing pretty much everything, but I'm not sure if it's a common thing elsewhere. Because I know in the rest of Europe it's not really all that common to not listen to movies in original voice acting. I'd say I wouldn't go as far as to say that Spain has a pretty, comparatively at least, a really good, or a really, maybe not good necessarily, but really experienced set of voice actor teams. Yeah, every movie there is dubbed. Oh, okay. It seems to have become a bit more common with with time. At least in Europe. In Spain, it's always been a thing where movies were always translated and dubbed. A funny thing that ended up happening, I guess, or ends up happening when you listen to old movies being translated. Oh, is that some actors somewhat sort of receive a default voice actor, and when you listen to a different movie that maybe came out later on, or wasn't dubbed by the one voice actor that usually does that other particular actor, it is incredibly jarring. Like, God damn it, I keep getting distracted. Like, for example, shit. God damn it. Woody Allen, for example. Adam Sandler. Yeah, I'm sure Adam Sandler also has. I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched any movies from Adam Sandler outside of. Was the one with the lady that loses her memory every day? Because I don't remember the name of it, neither in Spanish or It's a Beautiful something. It's a Beautiful Life? No, that's from the Holocaust, I think. Where Adam Sandler is a marine biologist and has a friend that is also a bit of a marine biologist, but a bit of a weirdo, and then the lady got into a car crash and lost and developed a condition that deletes her memory every day, and then his brother or her brother and her father pretend that every day is the same. The father looks at the same football game every day, and the brother does the same thing. Also, I think it was she got into an accident on her birthday, so she so they pretend that it is her birthday every time. They have a lot of newspapers that they pretend they get every day. So it's one of the better Adam Sandler movies from back when he was actually good. Also, why am I not using the fucking axe? That's why I'm having so much trouble. There you go, Christ. Needed to turn my brain on for a second there. Movies before 2015 even had their name changed, changed to like translated into Brazilian, or just given a random, or not random, but a different name that didn't necessarily match the movie? Because that's a thing that happens a lot in, well, with 90s movies generally, where the title isn't even a translation. It's more of a, you know, similar, apt title. Like, for example, Black... A different name, not even close to his real one. Yeah, I think that's relatively common then. For example, Black Gold is the movie, the one with you know, a movie about oil drilling back in the, you know, the early 20th century. I think it is called Black Oil, or Black Oil. Jesus, Black Gold. Here it got called, well, if I translate the title that it got called here, it was called Wells of Ambition, which I think is a pretty cool title, in my opinion. Even if it isn't the original one, but sometimes, you know, sometimes they can cook properly with the titles, and sometimes they cook up something neat. Ah, shit. Come on. Another one, please. Oh, thank God. Uh-oh. Okay, let me heal a tiny little bit at least with the pellet. Thank you. Alright, come on now. Were these guys afraid of fire as well, or are they... Is it a different guy that is afraid of fire? Is it just a giant feller? Nope, they're not afraid. Not afraid. They're incredibly not afraid. They're real brave ones. Aren't they now? Also, talking about culture, or cultural stuff. I picked up a soundboard sound that I'm not sure will translate to other cultures, but I really enjoy it. It's from a TV show here. And let me see if I play it for you. I hope it isn't too loud, because it's, you know, it peaks a bit, but it's hopefully not that loud. And I want to see if it tells you anything about the people that make the sound. Okay, so check it out. I think it is this key. There we go. Does that tell you anything, or remind you of any, or not remind you? Does it sound like anything in particular? I'll explain to you later, but I want to know how recognizable it is, I guess. You don't have to answer if you're busy flying right now. You can just tell me after you land or whatever. Shit, I think I don't need to beat these guys anymore, right? Like, it's a particular... Alright, well, it's a vibe generally, more than anything concrete. But back in the day, I mean, even today, even nowadays, Spanish TV had these kind of programs where it was like the more what's the term for it? The pink press, I think it was called, or you know, like programs that deal in you know, popular news from like celebrities and that stuff. You know, like TMC would be for the US, or we call it cotilleo, which is, you know, like types of shit that don't really matter at all politically, but it's famous people's businesses. You know, like, oh well, this famous lady got engaged to this famous guy. Oh, isn't these some interesting things? And so the public for those kinds of shows were a type of old lady, you know, in their 60s, a very Castilian type, of old lady. And so this kind of lady, it's a kind of Catholic lady that has like, some Catholic type sensibilities and beliefs. And so this kind of scream, for me at least, hold on for a second, I need to... There we go. Need to tell something to my father. This type of lady would get scandalized at any point she heard something or she saw something not grotesque but gross, like, I don't know, seeing a penis or I don't know, having seeing a person, I don't know, like a wardrobe malfunction, or the kind of shit that would scandalize an old lady. I don't think that's that much of a hard to understand thing. And that is a classic soundbite from a show. I don't know even the show that it originally came from. It was used in a bunch of other shows to represent, when ladies see something uncouth, they got scandalized and they screamed like that. They woo. And it is a soundbite that somehow has permeated the entirety of the cultural fabric, the cultural consciousness over here. And I don't know if it's a particular thing from my country, or if it is more common to maybe more Latin or Catholic countries. And I was curious about it, because I love the soundbite pretty much. So even though I'm probably not gonna get to use it much, I guess if I see something like horny in a game, I can go woo and play it. But aside from that, there's not much use cases I can come up with. Still, I enjoy it a ton. Comes from I watch a Spanish streamer called Facu Diaz, who uses it every so often, and it makes me crack up every single time. It is very silly, but I love it. All right, now the bull was ahead, wasn't it? I didn't make the firecrackers, goddammit. Okay, well, let me go back to the reservoir, not the reservoir, sorry, what button was for using? There we go. Dilapidated temple. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! There we go. You do have this kind of... Oh, Maese Lobo. Oh, look at that. She's using very old Spanish. Well, not very old Spanish, but relatively old Spanish. Venid a verme si notáis algo preocupante. Lo haré. Oh, how neat. Hasta pronto. Okay, let me... Wait, hold on. Can I not heal them yet? So you don't care much about people being naked. That is fitting, I guess. You don't have like Catholic like people who are like, ooh, this isn't showable on TV. Ooh, how uncouth, how inappropriate thing to see. Oh, my eyes! I shouldn't watch. I shouldn't be seeing these things on my screen right now. Ooh, how embarrassing. Because it's not a staunch belief, I think, for those ladies. Like they like it. It's just that they're not used to seeing it, and so it's like a very shocking thing for them. God, I remember as well the back in the day. I mean, when phones still had when we still had She's showing her ankle. What heresy? Yeah, pretty much.
Sois vos. Podéis serviros de mí para mejorar vuestra técnica con...
No, I don't think I need any of this. Thank you anyway. The box is empty. I don't remember what this box is for. I think it's for when you miss an item or something, but I don't think I've ever seen it be full with anything. You know, like back in the day, when phones were still, you know, like your Nokias, your first-time clamshell devices.
Con algo muy interesante.
Muy interesante. Un cañón mecánico.
Puede servir de núcleo para toda la prótesis.
La prótesis, dámelo.
Voy a ponértelo en el brazo.
Gracias.
¿Qué diferencia hace este dispositivo? Con una base tan versátil como esta, puedo usar varios agentes purificadores para afinar este colmillo tuyo. ¿Agentes purificadores? Los agentes purificadores son materiales que pueden usarse con el cañón, como la pólvora o fragmentos de metal. Si
¿Fermentos
encuentras algo así,
o fragmentos?
no olvides traérmelo.
Alright, well, thank you for that. The firecracker, good. Upgrades, sure. Oh, they cost money, don't they? Shit. What do I have here? Spinning shuriken. That's good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get that when I get the chance. By the way, do you understand? Can you get the gist of what he's saying? Because that's a thing I feel like, if, for example, I don't know, languages that I can kind of understand, even though I've never properly learned them, like Italian, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this with you at some other point. You know, if it is subtitled, I can somewhat, you know, make out what they're saying even without the subtitles by just getting, you know, the context. You know, some context from it. It's usually a thing I can do, and I think, again, as I told you, Portuguese people can do that with Spanish, but not the other way around. Spanish and Italian, no need for CC. Yeah, like maybe like some particular phrases when they aren't in context, I can't really put together. But then, if anything is, you know, somewhat within context, like my father used to watches a lot of MotoGP stuff, and you know, there used to be, I don't know how much that is the case anymore, a bunch of Italian. No soy normal, ¿entiendes?
No moriré por una dracogripe.
Dracogripe, really? Okay, that's... Spanish doesn't really work with those kind of word combinations, so it doesn't sound good whatsoever. It sounds like a children's show, or what a children's show would say. Attack power, no. Reflection of strength. Wait, what? Can I get another? Wait, no, this is just for refighting bosses, okay. So yeah, there was a lot of Italian pilots. You know, Simoncelli, Il Dottore, whose name I forget about. What's his name? I'm sure you know the name of Il Dottore, right? The guy who had a Dottore font or lettering in his butt. Rossi, Valentino Rossi. And you know the translators very often, I mean the interviewers often just asked them in really poor Italian, and then just let them speak in Italian and barely translate anything, or just summarize the conversation later without, you know, having it be understood pretty much by default. And I really like that about you know, language miscibility. Pretty cool stuff, if you ask me. What was I looking for now? Oh yeah, I want money so I can buy prosthetic upgrades and then... Shit. Nope. And then I can buy some other thing, perchance. Such as... Where is my money bags? Did I spend them all? Oh no, I'm just blind, it seems. So spinning shuriken I need, or I could use. Oh, I need to accept. Man, I don't really remember any of these upgrades. I need to read them first before I can know whether I need them. Wheeze.
Me alegra que esté.
Oh, I need to buy... Ah, my bad. Forgot I hadn't picked it up. Shit. Well, I need more money then. Guess that means I need to go, maybe, perchance, mayhaps, to the castle gate. No need. Already dealt with. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot, but I now remember. Did I need to kill 10 rats or less? I don't exactly recall. Gonna go back to him just in case I've killed enough, because I think there was no more than... Or you got like progressive items out of him. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm gonna go anyway because I'm curious now. Hey, Tengu Vashina. Oh.
Parece que habéis atrapado unas cuantas. Sí.
Sí.
Sabía que teníais talento para matar. ¡Maravilloso! Aquí tenéis la recompensa. Tomad.
Yes, this is what I want.
El estilo Ashina es nuestro estilo de lucha, pero no tiene reglas muy estrictas. Consiste en ganar batallas. Esa es la regla más importante del estilo Ashina. Espero que os sea de ayuda en vuestra caza de ratas y, sobre todo, en las batallas que os quedan por librar.
God, I love Ishin so much, man. I could marry the guy if there was a romance path for him.
Ahora, marcha guerra no acaba nunca. Vuestro deber tampoco cambiará jamás. Así son las cosas.
Like microondas o a cadeira. Cadeira is hip, right? And microondas is microwave, obviously. Like red Portuguese is also pretty easy to understand. It's just the spoken version that is completely nonsensical and just made up. I'm progressively convinced. It's just like Russian. Or a Spanish person pretending to know a different language by just knowing Russian as well. Cadeira is chair. Not similar. Not similar here in Spanish. That's the one place I guess they divert a bit. No, actually, no. Portuguese also has that same kind of influence from Arabic or Arabic. Yeah, you definitely. I mean, it's the exact same area that they took over, so it should have the or very similar. Hip is quadrille. Quadrille. No, here hip is cadera, and chair is silla. So yeah, there might be some like particular words that might have not been, might be Latin in Portuguese, but Arabic in Spain, and vice versa, I suppose. And also some Basque. I think izquierda, I think, is Basque, which means left, where usually in Latin languages or Romance languages is siniestra, or something along the lines of siniestra, like sinister is the same base. Or, I don't know, a bunch of other shit. I'm not going to go into every single word that is, that descends from Arabic. Okay, so the Ashina arts, the Ichimonji I was pretty fond of, I think. And, well, I have no levels, so I'm just gonna keep chugging on along, I guess. Also switch weapons to this one. As cadetas will be used by all people instead of the word espina or columna. Oh, okay, so spine or vertebral column. Yeah, there's some, like, slight deviation of a language like that. I'm also a bit of a linguistics nerd, if you haven't noticed. It's another one of those things I ever so often go into a Wikipedia delve about and learn a bunch of new stuff like phonetics or I don't know. Phonetics usually is the last thing I've been obsessed about. Well, I mean, not obsessed, but gone into Wikipedia and looked up out of random things reminding me about other random things and giving me curiosity about them. Yeah. Okay. And only 2 gourds, though. I feel like I should have more by this point. I don't know if I've missed any. Also, there's something up here, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I am mistaken. Who knows? No, I'm not exactly mistaken. I just wasn't looking at the right place. Where does this lead, though? Don't recall. My memory is fuzzy. Sugar and iron. Good. Oh, and wolves or salamanders? Yep, salamanders. Oh no, the meds? What meds? Oh, shit. Do you forgot yours? Because I didn't. Oh, do I need more, maybe? There we go. Now. Okay, well, I guess I'll just... Sorry, I meant to drop on you, but... fuckered up. By the way, tell me if you notice any lag spikes, because I'm seeing a bit of that, and I'm not sure if it's just, if it's normal and not too bad, and maybe the stream drops a frame or two, or if it's actually stuttering, because they happen, every so often. I'll see a couple, like a second of slightly slower frames, and I'm pretty sure it's just the, like an average, unimportant drop from something loading or whatever. Nope. Ah, shit. Oh, encoding overloaded. Okay, just got that news for a second there. I hope it's not too bad. It's fine, just a normal game being old frame drop. Yeah, again, if it's not constant, I'm not too worried about it, but if it is... If it happens like, you know, every like minute or every like 20 seconds, you know, then it's a bit more concerning to me. Ah, too far. Come on, come on. I don't know if this boss was a life spending boss or a posture spending boss. Like if you had to beat him by reducing the... Like every 40 minutes or something. Okay, yeah, 40 minutes is fine. I'm gonna... Anyway, I am gonna get my settings, or not settings, my stats tab open to check. So I can check every so often, because I don't have it up right now, and I want to see... You know, how often they drop. Let me reset it as well. And I